Hello friends and my dear students, we have discussed while loop and we have done some programs on while loop also in Java. And this time I am going to create a program which will check whether the entered integer is prime or not using the while loop. So how to create this program in Java? And to create this program in Java, we will move to Java ideally, that is BlueJ ideally. So here this is. And over here, I'm going to create a class. The class name is prime using while. So this is the class name. And over here, I'm going to write the code for checking whether the given integer is prime or over here, writing this statement, write a program to enter an integer and checking whether integer is prime or not by package. And over here, I'm taking public static void main public static void main, and since we are going to enter some integer, and that is why I have to declare here or import a package import java dot util dot scanner semicolon. Now creating the object of scanner class. Scanner sc is equal to new scanner system dot in semicolon, and my integer is say n, and I'm going to take one counter also, because as we know that the prime number is a number which is divisible by 1 and itself. So I'll exclude these two integers like n and 1. I'll exclude and I'll start checking the integer by 2 onwards until n minus 1. So I'm initializing c to 2 semicolon, and have a number system dot out dot println enter integer. Over here I'm going to take n is equal to scanner next int. So here I have taken, and one flag variable I'm going to take, and this flag will ensure whether number is prime or not, and that is why I'm going to take boolean is prime is equal to, say, true, means whichever number you are entering, and I am supposing that the entered number is prime, and that is why I have taken this identifier or set it to true. Now, while c less than, and see here I am excluding n because I am taking less than n here. If n modulo c is equal to 0, it means, since if the number is prime, it cannot be divisible by any other integer except 1 and itself. So I have taken c as 2, so I am excluding 1. Okay, so wherever during this process, if the number is divisible by any other integer and gives remainder 0, it means the number is not prime. So I'm going to write here system dot out dot println the number is not prime, and since number is not prime, the flag which I have taken as true should turn to false. So I'll turn the flag to false, semicolon, and jump out of the loop, break. Otherwise, and if it is not divisible, then the value of counter should be incremented by 1. So here I'll take c is equal to c plus 1. So c plus plus semicolon. Okay. So if the number is prime, the value of this flag will retain, and if the number is divisible by any other number, then the flag turns to false, and out of this loop I'm going to check whether is prime. If is prime is true, then I write system dot out dot println the number is prime, semicolon, compile whether code is correct or not. Is prime is giving some error because p was capital, so I have to capitalize it and then again compile it, and this time it gives no error and fully compiled. Now I'm going to run this program. Right click, menu pop up, void main. It is going to take one integer, so I'm going to give integer, say 31. It will say the number is prime, and if I run it again with some non-prime integer, so see here, if I give 16, then see what it says. It says the number is not prime. So over here we have ensured that the number which we have checked using while is prime or not. So over here you see the entire program like this. This is to take the integer, and I have initialized this counter to 0 because counter to 2 because uh, 1 will divide the number and the number itself will divide. So I'm excluding these two integers like 1 and itself I'm excluding, and I'm going to check whether the number is divisible by except these two integers like 1 and itself. If it is divisible or gives remainder as 0, it means the number is not prime. Otherwise, I'm going to turn this flag to false. Initially, I have set this flag to true, that the number which I'm going to enter is prime. Let the number be prime, and somehow if it is divisible by any other integer, then this flag should be turned to false. So I have turned this flag to false because this is divisible and giving the remainder as 0. So it should not be the prime. So that is why, as I have already set this flag to true, that number be prime, but over here since it has been divided by some other integer and it ensures that the number is not prime, and that is why I have turned this flag to false. And if this is not divisible, then this statement will continuously increase the value of C, and it will be increased till the value doesn't get n. So until it gets n, it keeps on increasing the value of C. And outside the loop, I have I have checked whether my flag is true or false. So over here, I'm seeing that my flag is, if this flag is true, only then it will say prime, or we can avoid this statement here. If I avoid this statement here and going to take this statement outside the loop, this is also possible. But how this is possible? Like if I take else here, else, and if I give this, this will also work because everything depends on this flag. If is prime is true, it means the number is prime. Otherwise, if this is false, it means it ensures that number is not prime. So I can run using this concept also. For example, if I give say 16, it will say not prime. And again, if I run this program, and this time if I give say 41, it will say number is prime. So very easily we can work out whether number is prime or not using while loop. So hope you understood the program, and if you have understood the program, kindly share it with your friends, and you also try it. And with this, I am going to close this video, and if you have not subscribed my channel yet, kindly subscribe it and press the bell icon so that you get the notification of the video as and when it is uploaded. So we'll meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye.